Idiopathic Scoliosis by Carly Degulis, Brooke Finneran, and Haley Frechette. So what is idiopathic scoliosis? In simple terms, idiopathic scoliosis is an abnormal curve of the spine. This recessive trait is originally caused by genetic and environmental factors. These can include hormonal problems, abnormal muscle growth, and nervous system abnormalities. So, what's affected? Idiopathic scoliosis affects chromosome 6, or the susceptibility gene, GPR126. This gene controls the length of the human torso. Mutations on this gene lead to irregular bone formations on the spine. There are no prenatal or postnatal tests for idiopathic scoliosis. Though it is genetic, it doesn't appear until adolescence, which is why it's so hard to diagnose.
What are the symptoms of idiopathic scoliosis? Some of them include a shoulder blade being higher than the other, uneven hip height, a rotating spine, breathing impairments due to reduced area in the chest for the lungs, and back pain. Who is affected by idiopathic scoliosis? Idiopathic scoliosis occurs most commonly in families, although it most commonly skips a generation or two before reappearing again. This recessive trait is 8 times more likely to occur in females than males. The most common theory for why women get it more than men is because they grow earlier. So the taller they are, the more likely they are to have this trait.
Are there any treatments or cures for idiopathic scoliosis? The treatment for idiopathic scoliosis is usually pretty mild. This type of scoliosis usually only requires close monitoring. There are times where braces are used, but those are not as common. Surgery can even be considered, but there is no cure for the trait. Symptoms can only be reduced. In fact, there isn't even any preventions for it. Will there be future generations for these people? Yes, people suffering still have the ability to have children. There's a probability that their children will have scoliosis, but in order for them to receive the trait, they must have both recessive traits, so only about 2 to 4% will have it. What is the status of a cure? With the current research, there is no possible cure. Though surgery can be used to treat this trait, there is no cure that is possible right now.